Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name's Tom Novak. Today is July 14th of 2022. It's Wednesday. It's 71 degrees Fahrenheit, or 22 degrees Celsius. We're going to do an emergency repot, and I'm going to show you my Baobab updates. I got 4 of them. First, we're going to do the silk oak, the Gravillea, robusta, and the broken pot, and then I'm going to show you the other ones. But I was working in the yard, and I thought I put this on the side right, and you can see the pot just broke right in half. So I hurried up and cleaned one of my bigger pots, which I should have put this in. And right now we're going to try to take this out. I'll take the rocks off and just pull the pot apart like that. And what I'm going to do, so we don't disturb the roots that are starting to grow, we're just going to push it out like that. I suppose I can glue the pot, but it's cracked all on the inside too, so oh well. Haste makes waste. So let's check out the root structure, how it started. It's growing pretty good. I don't know if you can see it. So we're just going to put it into that bigger pot. I'll take the screen out of there. Now I use the cactus mix from Ted's greenhouse. I got some here. So we're going to put it in the pot. And all I did with this one is just put some paper towel in there. And we'll give it a better root structure. It was starting to go good, but I don't want to trust the other pot because I don't want to keep it out now while I'm working in the yard. So we're just going to put Ted's cactus mix in, just like that. And we're going to get our meat goose, and I got to order more, just like that. As remember, it's not a fertilizer. There. And then we're going to just take it and lift it and just put it in. And this is the same mixture that I planted it in. I'm pretty sure I have to find my notes. But hey, when something happens, it happens. What are you going to do? Like the old saying is, nope. Don't cry over spilt milk. Wipe it up. There we go. I got my rocks for it. We're going to hold it in. And it's right now, it's about 10 after 7 in the evening. So this is the good time to repot it. The sun's going down earlier now. And in the morning, like that's my kitchen, my front room window used to rise like that in the summertime. Now it's like in the middle of the calendar, so you know fall is here on the 22nd of September. That's the official date on the calendar, so there we go. Just like that. Get my fingers in there. Hopefully I got water in Mr. Elephant. But if not, I can water it later. There we go. And that's the Ted's mix. It's got some lava rock, perlite, and peat. So that's good. I like Ted's mix. I always buy the bushel of it when I can get down there by him, but he was out of it. Ted's greenhouse. A good greenhouse. Now, take it with my hand, just put it in. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. I mean, what'd you do when you were a kid? Played in the dirt, right? Well, this is our soil. Now we know that this is our soil. Dirt is what you sweep off the floor. There we go. It's straight. We get our tag. And I believe, let me throw the bag out. Here's Ted's greenhouse so you can see where it's at. It's Henley Park there. So where did I have the front? Something like that. I got little growth buds coming out over there. So that's good. Okay, Mr. Elephant. You got some water in you? Good man. Okay. Freddie, Mr. Elephant says hello. We haven't said hello to Freddie and Mia, too. Hello, Mia. Look how Ted's soil is. I don't even have to spritz it. The water goes right in. So don't be afraid to repot. Don't be afraid of saving the pot. I mean, if it was just cracked in half, I could have probably used it for a cactus or something. But it was too far gone. So what are you going to do? So we're going to put our rocks in. Yeah. It'll look good like that, just for now. Until it settles in. There we go. Tom, that's an even number, so that's all right. Oh, there's another rock in there. Okay, we got 5 rocks. So, there's our silk oak. So, let's see how it does. Now, let's check out our baobabs. I got 2 baobabs growing. Here's this one. So, it's turning yellow, so I'm going to have to look at my organic book to see what I can do to get the green back into it, because I know it's lacking iron. Or I can get, there's also ironite, which is good too. So I'll see what I can do with that, but you can see it's starting to grow. And this one, I repotted on 6/21 to 21. Here's my Mr. Lazy Bones. Mr. Lazy Bones there. And he's just starting to grow. I mean, he just started, he just had like these leaves for a whole month and a half. From like, well, 2 months, from June, July, and then August, it just started growing. And then it stopped. So I don't know, Mr. Lazy over here. We'll see how he's doing later. But now I got 2 baobabs. They've been sitting dormant like this for the whole summer and the whole winter. I don't know what's going on with them, but this one, you can see it's still green in the trunk. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this one out and check it out. So, to get it out, where's my chopstick? I'm just going to push, 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 push. Don't be afraid to fire that chopstick in there. Fire it in to get it out. Don't be afraid. You're not going to hurt nothing. Just fire it in. Now I had the other one, the 5th one. That one was rotted when I took it out. Completely rotten to the core. And this one, this one's rotten. See it? It's all rotten. Even though this trunk is strong here, the whole bottom's rotted out. So, this one goes in the garbage. Now let's see how the green one is. The green one is still good. So I don't know how it's going to look. So you just got to fire that chopstick in to push it out. Fire it in, fire it in, fire it in. I might have had these too wet, but I don't think so. Because I watered everything the same. But you never can tell. This guy does not want to come out. Fire this chopstick in there. Fire it in there. Fire it in. Just fire it in there. Don't be afraid to fire it in the holes. That way there you get it out. And these root maker pots got big enough holes so you can help push your plant out. Okay. Ho, ho, holy, ho, ho, ho. This bulb, you can see it's really took off and grew into the side here. So, that's why I can't push it out this way. The root really took off into there. So we're going to take our spoon and try to get it out. Oh, that ain't going to work. Let's see if I can just jiggle it. I guess not. This one is in there good. This root really grew into the side here. So, what are we going to do? What can we do? Take my trusty ironwood tool and cut the plastic. I have to cut it because this thing is in there something fierce. I mean, this root is in there fierce. It probably wanted to grow and it couldn't get out. Yeah, right in the eyeball. Tom safety glasses. You can see how this root really took off. Now I'll get the junk out of it later. So let's see if we can cut up the side here without cutting the root, the bulb. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let it dry out. Yep, something like this. I should have worn my safety glasses. But that's water under the bridge. Can't do nothing about that now. There we go. And you can see it's still solid. It's still solid. Oh, I make a better door in the window. Sorry about that. This one is still solid. And it's still green. So, there's nothing rotten on here. It's got some roots there. You can see it. So, what are we going to do, Tom? We're going to pot it. Throw this pot out. Save the soil for something else for later. I got a bucket I'm putting all soil in, and I'm going to try to reuse it later. But I got another bag of Ted's Cactus Mix. So, I was going to put it in this pot with the drainage, but it's not going to work. And since I'm going to bring it in, I'm going to use this one because it'll be indoors for the winter. So what are we going to do now? I'm going to find my piece of paper towel. And we're just going to put it over the hole. Man, this is a fierce looking root on there. I mean, fierce. I've never seen such a fierce looking root like that in all my life. Man, these ironwood tools are sharp. They cut through anything. And I like the ironwood tools because once you lock it, how you gonna open it? Squeeze the back of the handle, boom, opens. Look at that. Quick and easy. So if you got your hands full, that's what you gotta do. So, scissors. Let's take these and cut. Next time I get to go to Ted's, I'm gonna get some more of this soil. It's pretty good. Plus the sun-grown soil is also good too. But I think we can also make our own because I know Ace sells the real small gravel. Oh, Kevin just went under the table there. So we didn't damage none of the root there. And you can see, let me hold this up for you. You You can see how nice the soil looks with the lava rock in there. To me, it looks like 2 parts peat, 1 part perlite, and 1 part lava rock. So let's see how this is going to look. It's still being green. I'm going to say, Tom, it's growing out that way. Should put it that way. Yeah, I know I should put it. I know I should put it the other way, like this. But I want this root to fill out. I want this baobab to survive. But before I do anything, I'm going to take my Mikos. And you can see, there you go. And I'm just going to put right in the impression. Like that. And a little bit more in. Now, this is beneficial bacteria. The stuff you're seeing is where the bacteria is encapsulated in. So then I'm going to also take my azus. I'm going to help it out. Just like that. I got to buy azus yet. There we go. I'm not worried about no front or nothing yet. I want this baobab to survive. And I don't want it to rot, so I'm not going to water it. I'm going to let it dry. Just like that. You say, Tom, it's way off the pot. Well, it's because of the bulb. You're going to say, well, you can cut the root. I know I could cut it, but if I do that, there's no vigor in it yet. I mean, nothing's growing. I got to get it to grow. So maybe it'll take another month for it to perk up, but I'm going to put it outside. There we go. And leave the hump of the bulb right here. This bag makes a better door than a window. So let's pull this over here so you can see. Okay, Mr. Pot, you can go over there. And I know it's a little loose here because there's really nothing holding it in. So that's where I got my dragon stone. I'm going to use it to help cover it up. And then while I have, there, you can see our silk oak. I'll take some more soil and put it in so it levels it out a little bit more. Just like that. Now, I don't know how the other one is in the square pot, the baobab, but we'll leave that in there growing for another year. Then in the spring, we'll take it out and we'll see what's going on, how the roots are developing in there. Okay. There we go. It just got the bulb right here covered. I can feel it right there. Now we're going to let this dry so the bulb dries a little bit. I'm not going to water it yet. I'll water that tomorrow morning when the sun comes out. That's our dragon stone. Why do they call it dragon stone? It looks like the head of a dragon almost. Cool, ain't it? So I'm going to put that over here. And then I have some smaller pieces because this I don't want to put in. It's too big. I can probably break it up some more. But I got smaller pieces of dragon stone that we can just put around. Now you're saying, Tom, where do you get the dragon stone from? You can get the dragon stone from any aquarium shop that sells fish. I mean, not your big box stores. I mean, a regular aquarium shop. Or you could probably get it online. Let's see, get some smaller pieces and just put it around there. Just like that. Now the main thing, we're going to see if this thing starts to grow. I know I had to coax this one. You got to talk to them. Got to tell them, hey, don't be so lazy, just grow. But what are you going to do? So there's our baobab. It's still green. The bulb is still solid. And you can see the roots on the one side, solid. So, root maker pot for these type of trees, I don't think so because of the way the bulb is developing. And then our silk oak. I'm going to take it, get Mr. Elephant to water them in real good before I take them out. Just like that. I mean, you can see how the roots filled out in this pot, in the broken pot, so that was pretty good. And it looks like a lot of back button on there. And, oh yeah, there's Pinkie Pie. She's saying hello to everybody out there also. Good old Pinkie Pie. So, that's what my granddaughter named her, Pinkie Pie. So she's also on the children's corner. We're going to have to do another children's corner. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to drill a hole in the tiger, because this is the year of the tiger for the Chinese New Year. I have, it's not the Dremel brand, but it's another one. And that's got carbide bits on it, so I'm going to try to drill a hole through this end. And then we'll put in a citrus tree, just to see how it'll look. So, there you have it. Our little baobab. The trunk is green, so I'm not going to let it die. I'm going to give it another shot. Hey, if it takes all year to try to get it to grow, hey, why not? I mean, look how long it took my my pomegranate. It took almost like eight months. It just stood there like the baobab, lifeless, and then it started to grow at the end of the year. So figure that one out. So there we go. Ted's got good potting mixes. So I'm not going to do anything else. I have to look up online for the yellowing. So it probably needs a little more acid to the soil. But I'll try maybe I'll get a small bottle of ironite. But I'll look in my Rodell's problem solver book and see what I can do organically to get it growing. Or I can try the other stuff that I use for the fish. I can't think of the name. Fluorite? I don't remember. I know the laterite, I can't put that in there yet. But maybe I could put it as a top dressing. We'll see. But you can see how nice it's growing. It's getting some aerial roots on the bottom here. I have to pull weeds. But the soil's nice and hard. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's pushing out. We'll have to see in the spring to repot it. And the same thing with Mr. Fussy Pants over there. Mr. Fussy Pants. No, not Mr. Fussy Pants, Mr. Lazy Bones. And another Lazy Bones. So we'll see what happens. So today's Wednesday. I know it's a little bit of a long video. And usually during the winter months I like to listen, get a nice hot cup of tea going, put on the old time radio, and put on Lights Out or The Shadow. So you take everybody Wednesday night. Try Lights Out. Take care, everybody, and have a good night and a cup of tea. Hey, I know it's hot out, but hey, what are you gonna do? A cup of tea ain't gonna hurt. It'll help you relax and help you to sleep. Take care, everybody, and have a good night.